Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you have a fantastic day and Happy New Year to you. Before I forget, if you'd like 15 minutes of my time free on the phone, send me an email. My email is in the description. Please include the phone number you want me to call you at, and I will give you a shout free of charge. You have absolutely nothing to lose, okay? Here's the thing. It's absolutely incredible, the experiences that I witness, that I go through, that I have with others when it comes to talking about money. And the thing about it is that it's almost like people would much rather tell you how they perform in their bedroom than talk about their financial habits. And the thing about it is that so much of our life, our self-worth, what it is that we do, what we think we're going to be able to enjoy, and how you think about how I think that you think me is all tied to money. And so many people, I post a lot of stuff on social media, and people are like, well, the love of money is where all evil comes from. Most misquoted scripture in the Bible, for one, okay? And then I don't think that people were really able to comprehend or be honest with themselves in the sense that what it is that money will allow you to do and how it plays a part in your life. And then you always got that one person, well, I'd go and live in the woods and everything, and I'm just going to be, by myself, and I'm going to live off the land and everything. That's great. I got no issue with that, okay? But someone has to take you to wherever it is that you're going to embark in your journey. That's going to cost money. You're going to wear clothes on the way to get there. That's going to cost money. You're probably going to take a number of items that's going to help and aid in your survival, and that's going to cost money. Could be a pocket knife, could be a compass, an emergency blanket, a mess kit that you can cook out of, maybe a big skinning knife. Whenever you kill some game, you'll be able to, cut it up. A lot of these things are going to cost money. And the thing about it is that so much of building wealth and acquiring financial independence has to do with mindset. Well, if you have a negative mindset towards money, it's not going to happen. And, on social media, I'd post stuff, and there's this one lady that she kept on and on about different things whenever. And, she was like, you're just about money. That's all that you worry about. That's all that this is about. That's all that's, And she never asked personally, what does it mean to you? And the thing is that, having $1 million, just the fact of having $1 million is not a big deal to me. The accomplishment of getting to the point of having $1 million, everything that I go through, the man that I become, that's a big deal, okay? But in the time when I do become financially independent, what I'm able to do is so much more important in the sense that I can go and visit the people that I enjoy spending time with. I'm not stuck doing anything per se, I have freedom. I can go and do. I can go and purchase. If I want to go have 5 massages this week, I can go have 5 massages this week. If I want to, take a trip on the motorcycle for 2 weeks, then I can go and do that. That freedom becomes available with financial independence. And back to the story about this lady, she had a rental property. She had inherited that from her mother. And, she talked about her husband had died, and, she was just so overwhelmed. And she had a good job working for a utility company, and, had never thought about retirement, never even, asked herself, how much do I need when I retire? What kind of retirement do I want? And we're talking, and she, wants to sell this rental house and use the money to pay off her house. And I said, well, why don't you use the rent and put on as additional principal on your house, and then you will be able to have this rental property keep putting money in your pocket for the rest of your life. And then you also have something to be able to leave your daughter. Or your daughter can move into it eventually one day, if that's what she chooses to do. And I am a huge advocate on personal house that's homesteaded where you live at, not being paid for. Now, this is just me personally, okay? That property right there makes no money whatsoever. It is a liability. And what I mean by that is that money keeps going out and none comes in with that property unless you rent the room out or you end up moving out of it and use it for a rental. Then it becomes an asset. Otherwise, it is a liability. You will continue to put maintenance into it. You will continue to paint it every 5 to 10 years. You'll put a roof on it every 15 to 20 years. Every 10 to 15 years, you'll replace the air conditioner on it. So it is a liability. And here's the thing is that, you get a house that's paid for and you have $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 in equity sitting there making you absolutely no money. Okay. So this person did end up selling the rental property, paid their house off, bought a camper, and then took a long trip over in Europe with their daughter. And hey, to each their own. It's theirs. They can do with it as they please. However, as we got to talking, she told me, the thing is that my parents worked, and they worked all the time. And I wish they had spent more time with me. And because of money, they did not. But she had no problem selling the money that was given to her because her parents did work a bunch, had no problem with that whatsoever, okay? And therefore, there's a negative connotation, and that prevented her from actually doing any acquiring of wealth. And my thing to you on this Monday is to ask yourself, where's my mindset really at having to do with money? Am I thinking about acquiring? Am I thinking about building? Am I thinking about growing? Or are all my actions actually about me getting rid of as fast as possible? Regardless of what you think you are, regardless of what you would like for me to believe that you are, your actions will 100% show who it is that you truly are and what your views are having to do with money. My thing to you is take a look at it. Be honest with yourself. If you're not stacking cash and you're not thinking about, hey, at the very least getting 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up so that you have these reserves to be able to fall back on if something happens, well, having an abundance, having prosperity, having the safety net, having that sense of security is not something that you want to be involved with, because that's what your actions show. And the thing about it is that we can all benefit from having some money sitting in the bank in case something happens. Tire blows on the car, radiator goes out, new central heat needed at the house, kid busts a tooth, got to go to the dentist, whatever that case may be, it's always beneficial to have some money stacked up in case something happens. Self-discipline is one of the greatest forms of self-love that we can exhibit. And you will never meet somebody that's successful. You will never meet somebody that is experiencing a lot of prosperity, a lot of abundance that they have made that does not have discipline, because discipline is what's required to be able to build anything of significance. The thing about it is that every time that new shiny object, squirrel, whatever it is, new purse, new, bathroom gets addition, newer car, better stereo, whatever that thing is, it's us saying no. I'm going to go ahead and put that $500 into a mutual fund. It's us putting, another $500 into savings where we're getting a down payment for a rental property. It's, us going out and buying a lawnmower to start a side hustle to bring in more money for us to be able to enjoy more, to get closer to financial independence. Discipline is required for all of that. So there you have it. This is Monday, Monday. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. We got a little bit of hustle in the mug, and Tyson, the real estate pit bull, he's right here below my feet because he wants to go on a dog can spell, okay? So I'm not going to say that word. But hope you all have a very wonderful day. Happy New Year to you. And again, you want a free 15-minute phone call, just send me an email with a phone number, and I will give you a shout. Have yourself a very wonderful day. Be blessed, be productive, be profitable, and figure out who's got your